Hello my fellow warmongers, and how is everyone doing on this fine day? Alright, it's PharaohOWar here. Welcome to another bounty claim by Bruner, the bounty hunter himself. So Bruner is thirsty and he's looking for another head. Let's check whose head is on a plate today. So for today's game we got us PharaohOWar as the outlaw, and actually PharaohOWar is Shetland Apache, and he's playing as the Dowie, and the bounty stated the following, that the bounty hunter should take on Shetland Apache by his Dowie using anything except empires and vampire counts. So let's check Dr. Mazda's build. He's got an Orc Warboss on a Wyvern with Foe Seeker, Potion of Toughness and Wa, a Night Goblin Shaman with Itchy Nuisance and Night Shroud, Nasty Skulkers ranked up to rank 2, 5 Black Orcs for that beautiful armor piercing and high melee attack, Rusty Airs for armor sundering, 2 Orc-board Chariots to get into that backline and devastate the Dowie as they always do, Mangy Marauders for their armor piercing missile to keep off the gyrocopters, and just a Hammer Gork just for that beautiful armor piercing damage and just negative effect to accuracy. As for Shetland's army, he's got a Rune Lord with Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin and Master Rune of Negation, a Rune Smith with the same set, 4 Miners with Blasting Charges, different ranks all around, Iron Breakers, Dragonback Slayers, Regiment of Renown Iron Breakers for that awesome 83 melee defense, 2 Rangers, 2 Thunderers to give support to the front line because they are actually the damage givers, 2 Gyrocopters to make the enemy come to the Dowie, and the Goblobber for that negative 16 to leadership that you always love to see. Alright guys, let's check the game now and see how it went. Alright you guys, for our battle today in the bounty claim, we got us a fairly normal and expected deployment from the Greenskins, with the Black Orcs right in the front line ready to commit to the melee, getting in fast and hard to just not get a lot of hits from the artillery, backed up by the Rusty Airs and Night Goblin Shaman. The Orc Warboss is used right next to the Hammer Gork there to screen out any incoming gyrocopters. An Orc board Chariot, another one over here on the flanks to just commit to the backline and devastate the Dowie. As for the Vanguard deployment, he's got the Mangy Marauders Vanguard deployment in these trees, but they already got noticed by these gyrocopters. And as for this beautiful deployment, these Nasty Skulkers are put right next to the line, very close over there, so now they won't be able to get spotted by anything put in the trees. For example, these gyrocopters, very nice played, just inches away from getting noticed. And then these gyrocopters are placed there pretty, just if they were put there, if they could have, yeah, but very well placed by the Greenskins. As for the Dowie, okay, this is one of the best deployments I have ever seen in this game. I know how much I hate Dowie and how much people tend to screw me up playing with Dowie, but yeah, just watching this deployment, when I looked at it, I was like, okay, this is just beautiful. Now let's break it down. On each flank, he's got the Iron Breakers, the normal ones and the Regiment of Renown ones. He's got the Rangers deployed over there with their stock ready to hit anything that comes through that way. Especially flying units are going to commit from the ridge over there. The Thunders put in the trees over there to just get some pot shots on anything that comes close, backed up by the Dragonback Slayers. As for the Miners, they are extremely well placed there on this ridge, this beautiful circle, just covering up everything using their blasting charges. As for the Lord and his Runesmith, they're placed in the middle. In case anyone pops a Rune of Negation, it can hit all this area over there. Same thing for the Goblobbers, put in the middle right behind the Iron Breakers so nothing can actually get to it, and in the back, the Miners with blasting charges going to give it some time until anything can actually commit to it. Gyrocopters, one put over there on this flank and the other one on this flank, just to have some sight on this tree line and this tree line, because with Greenskins you have to expect some kind of Vanguard deployment, especially against the Dowie. So let's get right down and dirty into the game. We can actually fast forward there a little. The Mangy Marauders are hitting these, are already screening out these gyrocopters. The Orc Warboss screening out these gyrocopters, just giving a chance for the Hammer Gork, but immediately the Goblobber hit the Hammer Gork with the discouragement ability. It's already lost like 30 something leadership. It is gaining it again, but then again it's going to get hit. Minus 30 something leadership out of a base value of I don't know how much, but this is a lot of hurt on the Hammer Gork. The Mangy Marauders trying to screen out these gyrocopters, but very nicely moved by Shetland Apache, getting it, just going through that way, just giving it some time, getting these guys a little bit close to these Iron Breakers, and now the Orc Warboss overcommitted after these gyrocopters, and now got some hits on him by the thunders. Now here's something, Shetland, if you're watching this, why are these little fuckers obstructed? They are firing on a flying unit. How the hell are they obstructed? What the fuck? Okay, anyway, Shetland, if you're watching this, please explain it, man, if you actually know what happened. But now the greenskins are going to notice that they won't be able to commit all their units from this side. So they're going to move these two black orcs and get them over there. And now the the trap that Shetland set is going to be sprung in a moment now. Now these black orcs are in a straight line, which makes them even more susceptible to artillery damage. And now look at this beautiful damage from the goblobber. And now, as you can see, the miners that were placed over there, they're getting in place. They can smell it, they can see it, and they want it. These guys are just clumped up. This is just beautiful. Oh man, look. And now these miners firing up, they're kebabbing these black orcs, and it's just a very sad story for these black orcs, trying to be overly intelligent, but greenskins, they are not intelligent. They got outplayed by the Dawi in this area. And now the greenskins are committing to the frontline fight with these Ranger Marauders, the black orcs, and the other black orcs, trying to get these rangers off the map so they can actually get a free reign on anything they're using the melee. The orc board chariots are trying to commit to it. They're getting into it, but now this beautiful charge in the back, the orc board chariot broke through, got into one thunder. Nasty skulkers, the trap has been sprung, and they're getting into the back of these thunders, which are just going to do a lot of hurt on them with the help of the orc war boss. And now the Dragonback Slayers, they already took care of one orc board chariot, the one that committed from this side. This other orc board chariot broke through, got into the goblobber to just stop it from firing, stop these rangers. So he stopped 3 units just because the Dawi did a little mistake by putting his ranged units very close to each other. So just with one charge from the orc board chariot, he shot down 3 units. And now these black orcs are still trying to flank, but they are still getting beat up. And now these Nordglumlings, they are hurt very badly. They already lost 41 units by that goblobber, by the Hammer Gork. Like, check the Hammer Gork, it already had 41 kills. So all of them on the Iron Breakers, this unit has already paid out for itself. And now let me just pause it, because this was beautiful gameplay from the greenskins. You have to enjoy gameplay like this one. So he used his black orcs to come from the behind. In the same time, he used his orc board chariot to commit these miners with blasting charges to a melee. And in the same time, breaking through everything, getting into the back line on these rangers, in the same time attacking with the black orcs. So he's just committing everything into this fight, just enveloping the Dawi, and this is just beautiful gameplay. I have to hand it to Dr. Mazda. Very well played, my friend. Very well played. And now at the back lines, these Dragonback Slayers are getting in on these nasty skulkers. They're going to do a lot of hurt, but the Orc War boss, seeing the Dragonback Slayers away from the ranged units, sees those thunders out of position, starts eating them, just having an awesome time about it. Now the Mangy Marauders are Rusty Airs are just, they have nothing to stop them from firing range. These rangers are committed into melee by some of these black orcs. The Orc Board Chariot that was sent in already routed off the map, got shattered or destroyed. You choose your pick. But now the Orc War boss was attacking these thunders, got hit by the gyrocopter, stuck him into his place, and now the Dragonback Slayers got in on him, but now he sees it, he sees these two out of position. He just commits to the Runesmith and the Rune Lord, and then the Rusty Airs are firing on to these Iron Breakers, getting some flanking shots. Beautiful usage by them, but now these gyrocopters are committing onto these Rusty Airs, but now the Mangy Marauders are going to start firing on them with their armor piercing. They're going to do a lot of hurt on them. But now again, the Orc War boss is on this Runesmith, just fighting him, trying to get him off the map, because this is a very strong support unit from the Dawi. Iron Breakers broken as well, getting off the map. They don't want any of that. And now that Runesmith is already, he's wavering, he's routing, and now he is eager? No, he's broken. Yeah, he's broken. But now I want to show you guys something. This is one of the very weird things, but yeah. As you can see, Runesmith's trying to run away. Orc War boss biting him in the ass, getting some blasting charges thrown at him, but in the same time, another bite. Now the final hit is going to come in. Will the Runesmith survive it or not? he will get decapitated by a bite in the ass. Yes, because that makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. Look at that. Oh, you gotta feel sad for that poor Runesmith. And now these Black Orcs are getting in onto these miners, getting in onto Slayers. They have free reign all over everything there. Night Goblin Shaman dropping down an itchy nuisance. Just stop this Rune Lord from committing any damage onto anything. Take away you don't want that guy fighting. Definitely you don't want him fighting, especially against a Rune Lord. And now the Rune Lord, like, he popped up his Master Rune of Negation. At the same time, he can't really do anything against the Orc War Boss with only 6 melee attack due to the itchy nuisance. Already one miner shattered. These miners are going to get routed as well. Iron Baker's holding strong on this flank. Gyrocopters used here to get this Hammer Gork away, but now they smell it and they see it and they want it. All they see this beautiful clump. They still have some blasting charges on them. And yes, baby. This is just going to be beautiful bomb drop by them. They had the chance to... one drop, they had the chance to drop another one, but when the Orc War Boss got a little close, they thought, okay, let's not risk it. Let's pull away the Orc War Boss. So now the Orc War Boss is getting pulled away. Very actually well played by the Dowie, trying to get that guy away from the fight, because with the Orc War Boss away, they can actually have a fighting chance. And now these Black Orcs are committing into these Slayers, but a Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin is going to get dropped right there on them, right there on these Black Orcs. So a lot of hurt is getting in on them. And now very bad move by the Greenskins, trying to get everything on the Rune Lord. With how low the leadership is on these Black Orcs, they're going to get attacked from the rear and get a -14 to leadership. And then yeah, these two Black Orcs will not survive it. If they stuck to the commitment with the Dragonback Slayers, would have been better than sending them in on the Rune Lord. These Black Orcs, they're wavering at the moment from the damage sustained and getting a lot of damage in by the miners as well, using their armor piercing. Now the Orc War Boss is getting back. He already committed to just getting these gyrocopters off the map, but he will never catch the gyrocopters, so he started getting back into the fight. Miners used to just get these rusty airs off the map. Just now, at the current moment, the Dowie's plan is to get all the ground units away. Get them out of the map. Just route everything off the map. That's what the Dowie's doing. That's what they should do, and that's what they are exactly doing. The Mulgrim's Mangy Marauders are wavering. They're broken, they're wavering, but they are going to come back. But when they come back, they are going to get hit by a Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin. As you can see, they're trying to run away. They're committing to the fight. They're trying to run away. What is going on there? I do not know. Slayers left. Only 13 models left. The Orc War Boss is just trying to get that Rune Lord, but with the Master Rune of Negation, 50% damage decrease, and because he's not on an anvil, so any damage he gets from the charge most probably will be negated when he gets knocked back. It's just a beautiful game. Casting it, I enjoyed a lot casting this game. The Orc War Boss is committing to killing that Rune Lord. He sees it, he wants to kill him, he wants that kill. But then again, the Rune Lord is one of the tankiest lords in this game, especially when he's not on an anvil. Now the Morgrubs are coming back. The Rune Lord is going to come back from the routing, and then again the Orc War Boss sent in on the gyrocopters. Immediately gyrocopters got pulled back. These miners sent after the rusty airs, as I showed you a minute ago. They kind of routed them off the map. The Night Goblin Shaman getting hit by the Dragonback Slayers, going to run away, and now these Mangy Marauders got hit by yet another Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin. They're going to get completely obliterated, and then they will again route off the map. So in just one gameplay, committing the Black Orcs onto the Rune Lord, getting hit from behind by the Dragonback Slayers, just got 2 units of Black Orcs off the map with the help of the gyrocopters running them. So now, yes, everything on the ground is routing. This Goblob, this Hammer Gork routed off the map. Night Goblin Shaman routed off the map. Mangy Marauder is going to route off the map, and now nothing is left for the Orc War Boss so he can stay flying. Nothing is left. All his units on the ground have been routed. And now the Orc War Boss, only thing he can do is actually committing to killing that Rune Lord. The Rune Lord is just one hit away from getting killed. What's his health? 476. No rune of negation, no nothing. He's currently wavering, terrified, trying to run away, but the Orc War boss sees him. And if he kills him, that is just a good game to the Dawi. And another hit, and the Rune Lord dies. Very dramatically, very sadly. You have to mention it. These players played awesome. Now with the Rune Lord killed, everything over there is going to mass rout, and you have a mass shatter. Only the Dragonback Slayers, the 8 Dragonback Slayers left, and that's it. No units left on the ground for the Orc War boss to actually commit to fight to, so he has to commit to fighting everything, or he will lose leadership and route of the map, and the Dawi will win it. We can just fast forward now. With only 8 Slayers, they can never kill a half health Orc War boss. Very well played to both players. I enjoyed casting it. It was just a beautiful game with beautiful deployment and positioning from both players and usage. Guys. Oh man, my throat hurts from talking. So guys, if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there. Comment, feedback, just give me whatever you can for me to get better at this game and casting these videos for y'all. The stats, look at these Black Orcs. 80, 111, 125. Very well played to Dr. Mazda. You have earned your bounty, my friend. I will get in touch with Stregilev and get the bounty committed to you. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers and have a nice day.